All right, this is our very last lesson that we're going to be doing over exponential and quadratic functions. So here's our first one where we're going to type in the function f of x equals x squared plus 8x plus 15. The vertex of the parabola is going to be the turning point, so where it goes from decreasing to increasing. And that point is right here at -4, -1. For this one, we have to find an axis of symmetry of x equals -3. So this is what would cut our parabola in half, and it looks like it's right going through the -3 on x. It has exactly 1, 0, meaning one point that touches the x-axis. So based on the information, what could be P? Well, this one right here, the very first one, has an axis of symmetry at -3. So if I was to draw in that axis of symmetry, it'd be right here at -3. And it only touches the x-axis at one point. So it has 1, 0. If I look at the other ones, this has 2 zeros, 2 zeros, and this one has 1, 0, but its axis of symmetry is at +3 instead of -3. For number 3, for quadratic transformations, you always want to go ahead and put in your parent function first. So it says f of x equals x squared. And we're comparing the new transformed function to the parent. So we're always going to use that parent function. But now we're going to take that parent function, f of x. So this is f of x. To make our new h of x. And it's going to also now be subtracting 2. So the purple would represent the transformed one. And the green, I can even actually change it to be dotted, just like it's showing me on the picture. The purple would be my transformed. The green is going to be my parent. So I'm looking for one that has the transformed sliding down 2 units, D. This is going to be the same idea. So here I have my parent function, f of x equals x squared. And you can even just keep it consistent and always have this one be dotted. And now I'm going to draw or make my new function, f of x. Well, I'm just really taking that x squared and I'm now going to transform it. And they gave us this transformed one. And now we're just seeing what happened. To go from the dotted to the red, this moved to the right. So it moved horizontally, meaning left and right. And it went to the right instead of the left. So we would say F. This moved to the right. This time, we're looking for a parabola that's translated 7 units to the right and 4 units up from the original function. So I'm going to do f of x equals x squared. There's my parent. I make it dotted so it's real easy to see that that's the original one we're comparing to. And now I'm going to try out my answer choices and see which one is going to go 7 units to the right and 4 units up. So here I have A, and it looks like it went to the left and down. So that would not work. So I'm going to try out the next one, f of x equals 2x minus 7, and then plus 4. And it wants it to go 7 units to the right and 4 units up. If I look at purple, let's just try out a couple of the others just to make sure, but I think it's going to be that purple one. That would move to the right, and it also moved up. This one right here definitely didn't do what it was needing to do. And I'm actually not even going to type in that last one because I can see right here this purple one. I looked at where it started at 0, 0. This one moved 7 units to the right and 4 units up. So it would be B. This is going to be also in lesson 2, but whenever I have two things set equal to each other and I'm looking for solutions, I can put y equals the left-hand side and y equals the right-hand side. And then I need to figure out, though, where it intersects. So it's all the way up here. And here I have a negative 13 and a positive 13. Well, it's wanting the negative solution to the equation. So I'm going to put in negative 13. For this one, we have f of x equals 300, 1.06 the power of x. We have Miss Curry coming on in. We're trying to see which one would be the increasing by 6%. So which of the following is true? Mario initially invested 300 and his money is increasing by 6% each year. So we're trying to figure out, it's just C. This one's actually weird because it gives you the answer in right after. I need to edit this one. You'll see this actually after I've edited it, but this 06 would be a percentage. So it would be looking at 6%. So 6 out of 100. And that's greater than 1 or exponential growth. Whereas that 300 would be that initial amount. For this problem, you can also just kind of look at where the y-intercept is, and that would be your A. And we know it is going to be decay because it's decreasing from left to right. So the rate would have to be less than 1. So if I knew those two things, I would just go straight for the correct answer, which is B. But if you're forgetting, you can always just put in your answer choices to see which one is going to look like the picture we're looking at. So this is going up to the right, so that wouldn't work. I'm just putting in f of x instead of g of x because that one will always graph. And I can see right here that this one looks a lot more like the picture. And it also has the correct y-intercept. So when x is 0, y is 25.5. So it would be B. Okay, and for this one, there's more than one way you can do this, but what I would do is I would actually put the table values into a table. And then I would put the answer choices into decimals as well. And just see which one is going to match the table, meaning the graph is going to actually hit the points on the tables. So that would be showing that they would have the exact same, that they would be representing the same relationship. So this would be my table. Here's an equation and a graph. For it to be representing the same function, they would all need to match. So A did not work. So I'm going to try out B, and B is not going to be hitting all of the purple points. So I'm going to try out C. And I accidentally put an extra number in there, and I can see that C is actually hitting all of the purple points. The other way I would be able to figure this out, though, is that this is growing. So there is growth, exponential growth. And then my initial value is 0.0625. When x is 0, y is 0.625. Should be 25, but it would be C, I mean. That would be the equation that would hit all the points. Very last one, we're looking for the asymptote. So that's going to be this line right here. It's horizontal, and it needs to go through y equals 4. So negative 4. So y equals negative 4 would be the same as this asymptote right here. It would be like the kind of like where it slides out. And that is all. Good luck. We've been doing a great job. I'm really, really proud of you, and we're going to do amazing on the star.